Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday to all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you situate yourself in the world. Welcome to Card Minds and welcome to this Sunday live tarot session. Yes, this is a live tarot session. We come on every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and for people to get personal tarot readings. Now, how does this work? I see some people popping in. Hello, hello, guys. I'll be there in 1 second in the chat. If you are watching this or just clicked on this video wondering what this thing is all about, this live tarot reading, yes, it is a live tarot reading where people can get a personal tarot reading live, but you must be a member. So everyone can join in the chat. Doesn't matter if you're a member or a subscriber or not. Join the chat, join the positive energies. We would love to have you here. We would love to have you during this live. However, if you do want a tarot reading, click the join button down below. Right next to the Card Minds logo, below you have a join button. Click the join button, go to members, pick a tier, whatever tier you want. It is paying membership, but it starts at $5. If you wish to give more, you can give more. But it starts at $5, and at $5 you can get tarot readings. And as long as you are a member, you can get tarot readings live right during these type of lives. Sometimes we come in during the week, and I apologize, guys. I was not able to do any tarot readings this week. My schedule was too busy. So here we are Sunday. So for anybody that wants to get a tarot reading, click the join button down below or click the join membership. There's a link on the top of the chat. Put yourself in the chat. Click join membership on the top of the chat. That'll take you wherever you wish to go. And as soon as you join membership, you get access to a personal tarot reading. You can ask any question you want. Doesn't have to be money and career, but it can. The only questions I do not answer are health questions, as I am not a doctor, right? But anything else goes, guys. Okay, so I want to say hi to all the beautiful members that are here. Let me just go back up so I don't miss anybody. Hello, Carrie. How are you? Hello, Alta. How are you? Welcome, welcome, everybody. How was your week? How was your week, guys? Happy Sunday. Hello, Genevieve. Hello, Caroline. Hello, Lorraine. And there we go. Okay, so yes. So if you do want a tarot reading, if you're interested in that, join membership, right? Now remember, membership is not, oh, I'm getting all over the place here with my chat. Hold on 1 second. What is going on here? No. Hold on. I think I'm all over the place today. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there we go. So that is how you can get a tarot reading. I see some people email me, some people PayPal me. The only way you can get a tarot reading here is through membership. Okay, so that just so that it's very clear. Once you join membership, you will see there's a process. I put 3 checkered flags. That gives the green light for everyone to ask their question. Everyone asks their question at the same time. I ask everyone to write their question in caps with their zodiac sign. And eventually, if they're asking a question regarding other people, if they have the zodiac sign of those people as well, doesn't have to be, but definitely your zodiac sign in caps, very concise, 1 line, 2 line, 3 line max, so that if I have to go back into the chat to see your channel, it's easier for me to go back to it. Last point, if you are present during the chat, during your reading, the reading is much, the energies flow better. For me, I always say that every tarot reader is different. For me, if you are present during the reading, during the live reading in the chat, doesn't mean you have to be in the chat the whole time, because these lives, you know, usually last at least 3 hours. But to try to be there during your reading, or at least a part of the reading. Now, I perfectly realize that I'm here for 3 hours, but you guys don't have the time to be here for 3 hours to hang out, you know, or to figure out when your reading is up. I know it's complicated. So I totally understand. And I totally understand if you are not there, and, you know, if you're going about your day and you have, you know, other things to tend to, obviously. But so that's just, for me, it's better. It's a better reading. It's a more concise reading. But again, if you're not there, you're not there. These readings remain up. These lives remain up, so you can go back to your reading whenever you want. And I also invite you to go check out those readings even a week or a month or even 2 months later. Sometimes, you know, sometimes when we get a reading and we're focused on one thing and we get a whole bunch of information, and we might not connect or completely find clarity on that reading, or might not make sense to you right away, because there are other messages coming in, other energies coming in that you might not be feeling, or might not be seeing yet. And so it's not important, but it's interesting to go back to a reading a little while later when it makes sense, and it starts, you start connecting the dots. For me personally, it has happened many times where I have had tarot readings from other readers where I didn't really understand what they were saying, and I didn't really connect with what they were saying. It didn't really make much sense to me because it wasn't what I was going through at the time. However, almost 100% of the time down the road, because you remember tarot reading, even if you feel like it's a lot of information when you get it right away, and it might be confusing, and you might feel like, oh, you're going to forget half of it anyway because it didn't make sense, and so that's the end of that. You will remember it when the things happen in your life. You will remember when the energies shift and the messages that you got are actually happening. And you're like, and then it'll click in your mind, and you're like, ah, okay, now I understand what they were saying, or now I understand what the message was. Okay, I get it. Now it can be a week, a month, a year, right? I remember that tarot is fluid. Tarot is about energy. It's not about opening the paper or opening, you know, a website and getting information. Yeah, but it's fluid. So there's no time frame in tarot, right? It's just messages for you to take, whatever works for you or not. And again, free will. Tarot is not about what we want to hear. Tarot is about messages that are out there for you. Up to you to, you know, to connect with them, but you certainly don't have to, because again, free will, free choice, it's all up to you, right? Okay. That's what I had to say today. That is my little my little spiel. Hi, hello, Daniel. Let me just say hello to everybody popping in. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Kevin. How are you? How's everyone doing? Had a great day? Okay. Beautiful. Ooh, Cape Town. Nice. Okay. So, that being... Oh, thank you, Daniel. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Daniel. Remember to hit the like button, guys, and to hit the like button and hit the whatever it is on the phone. I forget. I forget what it is. Whatever it is. You guys know. All right. YouTube comes up with all kinds of things and then I get confused. All right, here we go. Thank you so much, Daniel. That's very sweet. All right, here we go, guys. All right, let me get my, I guess I'll do this here. Yeah, so anybody watching outside of the chat, if you want to join us, guys. You can join us. Put yourself in the chat. Don't be shy. We welcome everybody. We love to have everyone here. Member or not, subscriber or not. Although subscriber you should be, guys. It's free. It's free. Takes one click. Doesn't cost you anything. Guys, make sure you're subscribed. It is so dark in here. I guess it's gonna rain. Okay. Let's see what we got. And then who did I not see? Hello, Alta. Hello, Tina. How are you? Okay, who do we have? Start number 1, Carrie. Carrie is on the ball always. Carrie, number 1. Will I move? Okay. We'll probably do two decks. All right. Number 2, Kevin. A Virgo. You crack me up too with your question. All right, so Kevin is number 2, Tina. Tina is number 3. Caroline number 4. And again, I apologize that I didn't do any week readings lives during this week. See how I'm all over the place. I wasn't able Monday or Friday, so apologies for that, guys. Caroline, Capricorn. Should I keep Dogecoin and buy XRP for the future? 2 piles. All right. All right, so let's do Dogecoin. Remember free will, Caroline, okay? XRP. Five. So Caroline is 4. 5 is... 5 is what? Tina, you're 3. Caroline is 4. Dan is 5. Number 6 is Alta. Lucia, sorry. Number 6 is Lucia. Oh, it's raining in New York City today. Well, I don't know if it's raining here, but it's gray. It's not nice. Genevieve, where were you? Genevieve. Let me go back up because sometimes, you know, guys, no, I don't have yours, Genevieve. I don't have a question. Remember, Genevieve, to be after the checkered flag. So if you're before the checkered flags, I will not take your question or anything in account. So that's okay. You'll be number 7, Genevieve. What was your question? Because I didn't see it above either. I don't see you on top either. I see Libra here, but I don't see a question. Oh, yeah. Okay, Genevieve, when you pop in, don't put your question as soon as you get in because it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to put you anywhere because I'm not going to take it in account. Okay, so wait till I give the green light, those 3 checkered flags. That's when you have to put your question in. That's why it's important to be here, right? So I will go check what it is. You'll be number 7. What do the cards reveal about the romantic potential between me and my neighbor? Could something mean? Okay. All right. So Genevieve. Make sure. See, I have to go back up. All right. So Genevieve, Libra. Love with neighbor. Okay, so Genevieve, number 7. I got it. Lorraine, Scorpio. Lorraine, you'll be 8. Yeah, because I didn't see you up there, Lorraine, either. Now, remember, guys, you might not have the same sequence in the chat than I do. I didn't say that early on, but you know that, right? There's a lag, there's a delay. So your sequence in your chat is probably not going to be the same as me. Doesn't matter. And remember, you all get a tarot reading, and if you're not able to be there during the tarot reading, during the live, that's okay. You can, you can go back to it whenever you want. So Lorraine, Scorpio. General. Okay. That's okay, Genevieve. Don't worry. All right. So here's what I have. Slow day. I like this. You're welcome, Lorraine. Okay. So number 1, I know lots of rules, but these rules were slowly put in place, trial and error, right? You start and then you figure it out along the way and you put in rules so things function a little better. It's not all over the place. So number 1 is Carrie. Number 2 is Kevin. Number 3 is Tina. Number 4 is Caroline. Number 5 is Daniel. Number 6 is Lucia. Number 7 is Genevieve. And number 8 is Lorraine. Both of you have names where it's like Geneviève and Lorraine. Lorraine. I know, Genevieve, I already asked you. I know it's not, because you have a first name and a last name that is very French. All right. But I know you, I know. All right. Here we go. We are going to start with Carrie. And I hope you guys are all well. I hope you had an okay week, that it wasn't too crazy. And let's get started. Oh yeah, remember to hype your weekly reading, guys. I just got, yeah, it's the hype. Hype the weekly readings. You can do that on your phone. I'm guessing that most of you are on your phone, right? Out and about. Are you starting Christmas shopping yet? Anybody? Okay. Oh, you're sick this week, Carrie? Oh, that's a bummer. Are you okay? Oh, well, that's not good. Are you all right? You feeling a little better? Okay. I see that most people are leaving and going out and about. Okay, yeah, lots of that around me, lots of coughing in my face. Feeling better. Okay, well, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, lots of coughing. All right, let me just grab a little tea and let's get started. Carrie. Carrie, will I move? Oh, yes. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. I want to say here on the left is going to be moving with a career change. And over here, I'm going to, on the right, will be a career change, but staying where you are at the present moment. Okay, so moving, not moving. Okay, so let's start with moving. Will Carrie be moving after career change? Will Carrie be moving after career change? Okay. One more? No. Okay, so I'll pull another one. Yes, I'll pull another one on that. Will Carrie be moving? Will Carrie be staying after a career change? Okay. Sagittarius. All right, so I want one card on the Hermit, please, on the moving. Another card. Thank you. Ooh, that just flew out. Okay. And then I want one card on this which one am I taking? This one? One card on the King of Cups. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, here's the thing. No matter what, I don't think I can tell you yet, but no matter what, it's a milestone for you. Whether you move physically or not, this career change is really putting you into, just really reassessing who you are. A lot of introspection here, a lot of introspection to find clarity, to, before reacting, before making a decision. You want to find peace through reflection before you react on anything. You have 2 times the 4 of Wands on both, right? You have the 4 of Wands on both. So, no matter what you choose, you're going to want to be in mental harmony, right? It's going to be a sense of completion, whether you remain in the same place or not. And we'll try to pull a few more cards, but for now, um, you're going to be content with the change. Your ideas are manifesting in real time. The change is manifesting in real time. So for you, the move or a move is secondary. Whatever it is, it's a milestone. So over here on the move, physical move, it's like you're not quite sure yet. You have to sort of reassess. You're not quite sure. There's so much more than just a move. It's very interesting, right? So this reevaluation that you're doing, again, can be a solo career, can be downsizing something, really going on a whole new path, but you're still reflecting, and you will be reflecting a lot before you act, before you make a decision, because it's all about wisdom. It's all about being in harmony with yourself and sort of recentering yourself before you take charge and before you move forward. Here you have the Emperor. Solid income, solid structure, but also extremely disciplined financially, disciplined in how you are going to move forward. So once you do make the decision, I'll pull another card. If you do make the decision, it's all about financial structure and discipline and getting that stable income. Interesting. Because, all right, I'll pull another card on here. Over here, the not moving gives you a sense of emotional balance, a sense of calm. You feel balanced where you are. You feel this is the place you're to be for now. Even though there are challenges, it feels like you're in control in this space. You're in control, and you have this, this sort of emotional balance. You're in control. And we have the Six of Wands, which tells me that you're proud. So you're proud, you're acknowledged where you are. You're rewarded for your hard work. So you really have a sense of balance where you are now. You will be rewarded for your hard work. It, again, milestone. So it's almost like if you wanted to move, or if it was time to move, or if you made the decision to move, you would have to take charge in a whole new way. Restructuring, setting boundaries. Let me pull one card on this, really taking charge. As over here, you already have sort of an environment where you're comfortable in, even though things are taking a while. You have to be patient. I feel like you're rewarded, and you're anchoring yourself in a leadership position, or people are acknowledging your talent, who you are, where you are now. Okay, interesting. What is the Emperor here? Now, the Emperor can also be a father figure, or a decision maker, a powerful person. An Aries, doesn't have to be Aries, but it can be a powerful person around you, older person, that is offering you an opportunity. Interesting. Okay, so to be able to move, or for you to consider moving with the Hermit, someone is offering you a position, or someone is offering you're dreaming and waiting for that opportunity from that person, from that very stable source, administration, institution, something very solid. You're getting an offer there, but that's really, really you putting you into introspection. Like, what is my life all about? And how am I going to move forward in this? Is this what I really want? So that this offer is what is going to be putting you into that frame of mind in really questioning yourself. One more card here on this Page of Cups. Yeah, again, we get the Hermit. So if you get an offer, or if this Emperor contacts you, or this company, because the Emperor is also about institutions and solid, administration, can be government, can be, any type of corporation, administration, whatever, right? If that is not you, that is someone offering you an opportunity, but this opportunity is putting you in a, what are you, Sagittarius? Putting you in a place where, then sometimes when we get offers or job offers or, opportunities, that's when we start thinking, well, what do I have right now? And what will I lose, or what will I not have anymore if I accept that job? The pros and cons, right? And so that I'm just thinking about myself. Sometimes these energies pop up. I have had job offers, and even sometimes when I was ready for a change and I wanted a change and I've had enough of whatever I was doing, right? And the job offer, just the job offer, the fact that the person contacted me, put me, like, sort of forced me to really think hard. Like, okay, well, is that what I want? And what do I get from it? And what do I not have anymore? Right? What do I have to let go if I accept that job, if I accept that opportunity? And that's the way I feel. You have double the Hermit. And so this offer there is really putting you into that introspective mode. Like, where am I on my path? What is it that I really want? And what is it that I will have to let go if I accept that job? And then we have over here, it's like a harsh truth, but it's not bad, it's not negative, but it's the harsh truth. It's like looking at the truth, right? And then automatically it sort of positions yourself like, okay, but wait a second, but I really like this, or I really like where I live, or I really like, there's certain things that I don't want to abandon, that I don't particularly want to let go. So then you really have to make a choice. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's very interesting. Wait, one more card on the staying. Well, lots of cards. I don't want to get into. Yes. So again, over here we have the Emperor moving, right? With the offer, and over on I'm staying where I am, there come the institutions again, right? Whatever the offer comes from. It's solid. There you are, anchoring yourself in your energy, proud, bold personality. It's moving slow, but it's allowing you to be financially independent. So that's what I have now. We can continue in another reading to see how this progresses forward, but it's very interesting. All right. That's what I have for Carrie. Moving on to Kevin. Kevin, early bird today, Kevin. I hope it makes sense, Carrie. Hi, Alta. Yes, I'm going to put you on number 9. I don't know if I'm going to go up to like 15 readings today. I don't think I have it in me. But Alta, I'll put number 9, okay? Hold on. What will be the result of the... All right, I'll read that later, Alta, okay? All right. All right, here we go, Kevin. Yes, well, that way you can go on with your day, right? I would like it too. Yes, surprise and delight always. Surprise and delight always, Kevin. Virgo, what are the surprises and the delightful moments? There we go. Family, harmony in your family. Family first. There we go. Surprise and delight for Kevin. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Kevin, Virgo. Surprise and delight for Kevin. Okay, so you're moving out of something, moving into something calmer. Moving, let's see where you're moving to. Let's see what this energy is about. Oh, okay. Ace of Pentacles. Money, money, money. Just, business opportunity there. A lot of people, a lot of commotion, a lot of discussions, competition, many people, many options. Can be brainstorming, can be meeting, can be many conversations. A lot of people have something to say and you're disappointed. Why are you disappointed? Let's see if there's a couple more cards that want to come out. Okay. All right, so we have the Magician. So time to rise up, time to make it happen. If you're doubting, you do have what you need. Why are you disappointed? Okay, let's see. So you have this business opportunity or these finances coming in. So before that, I want to pull a card on the 5 of Wands. All these discussions, all these people. Why do we have the 5 of Wands? Who are all these people? There you are. You're waiting for answers. You're confused or you're uncertain. You need clarity. And all these people you're discussing things with, or you're doing business with, or you're having conversations, meetings, whatever. Everybody has a lot to say with this 5 of Wands. But you want clarity. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So, um, yeah, there's competition there. There's a struggle there. Too many people. Too many people involved. You need to stand out and assert yourself, right? Stand out. You're uncertain, but you have the right ideas. You have the right resources. You know what to do, right? You're resourceful. Um, it just feels like with this moon, you're like, I'm not seeing clear here, right? All about uncertainty. Well, look beyond what is going on here. Look beyond with the moon. Okay. Am I taking these? Okay. All right. So here we have the Emperor. So the Emperor can be you taking charge, asserting yourself and taking charge, setting up systems, setting up structures, financial structures, needing to set boundaries, and needing to speak your mind, to speak the truth. So this Queen of Swords, I feel like you are all of these. Sometimes I feel like other entities are there. I feel like here there might be a lot of people, but we're not going to get into the zodiac signs and all that. Probably a lot of people involved, except that at the end of the day, you have to assert yourself. You have to put in place the systems. You have to take charge. It's about order and control and organization. And you do have the ability to lead, even though you have the moon and you're uncertain. Do I want to lead or not? Do I have all the information or not? There are too many unknowns. I need to know what's going on, right? Waiting and see, what is beneath the surface, what has been brewing. So that's why you have this confusion and this deception here. Disappointed, it's not enough, or they didn't show up the way I wanted them to. And so maybe they're misunderstandings. So be cautious and discerning in a situation where clarity maybe is lacking, right? This is a reminder also not to make decisions based solely on surface level perceptions, based on assumptions. Don't assume. Don't assume. Now, you might not get all the answers right away, right? It might be a little bit difficult to navigate through the situation with complete clarity. But whatever needs to be confronted, or maybe it's also through self-reflection to confront certain things weighing on you, emotional baggage, right? It can also be between you and yourself, being uncertain, waiting for others to validate. You don't need anybody to validate you. You don't need that. Assert yourself. You have the Queen of Swords, all about being objective, independent, thinking independently, having that sharp perception, right? And taking distance emotionally. This is not about emotions. It's not about emotional baggage or things that you're carrying around emotionally. This is about distancing you, disconnecting emotionally, and just looking at the facts and being balanced. Even if you don't have all the answers yet, it's okay. It's okay to navigate uncertainty a little bit. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune where things need to change. Things are going to be moving in a different direction. Accepting change. There can be a shift in financial fortune, right? Positive or negative. Sort of luck is at play here. So there's a sun gain or a sun loss, or there's a real moment where it's important to accept the change and to stay adaptable. Really, to stay adaptable, to push yourself forward, but assert yourself in all these people. Take charge. Take charge, or someone else is going to take charge. It's time with the Magician. You have the power. You have the power to move forward. Channel all that power into one direction. Don't channel it, you know, don't channel it with the emotions, the frustrations, things that, you know, that are triggering, that just pop up. No. If this is job, if this is business, if this is finance, it's time to turn this maybe challenging situation or challenging energy into something positive, because you do have all the resources. You do have everything you need to make it happen. And I like this Wheel of Fortune. It's all about flexibility and adaptability and understanding that no matter what, not everything is in your control, right? This is fate. This is destiny. It's meant to happen. So again, forces outside of your control are moving things around. So there's probably unexpected opportunities popping in. And again, it's a very, very good time to be open to different, to be open to change, to new possibilities that you probably not even are aware of, to put you in the right direction. Things are still at a state of flux, right? Changes are inevitable here, but it's a real, that is when, and that's when the Wheel of Fortune is fantastic, is that at the same time we have to accept the chaos that goes with change, but at the same time that brings in those lucky opportunities, those lucky breaks that we don't quite see right away. So be open to something, you know, outside of your control, opening up doors to new opportunities. And there, connecting with synchronicities. That's when the synchronicities pop in, but you have to be open to change. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Number 3, Tina, Scorpio. For anyone watching inside or outside of the chat, if you're interested in getting a tarot reading, this members only get access to personal tarot readings during live, but anybody can join, right? So if you're interested in that, click the join button down below, or click the link on the top of the chat where it says join membership, and you're good to go. Hi, Samantha Campos. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Sherry Sloan. That's hard to say. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome. Samantha Campos and Sherry Sloan. If you wish to get a tarot reading, join membership. Click the join button down below. It's paying membership. So you would have to click the join button down below, or the link that is on the top of the chat. Hi, Sonia. Oh, yes, I did see you, Sonia. You'll be number 10. You'll have to let me know what your question is. Sonia, I'm going to put you number 10. Okay. You're welcome, Kevin. I don't remember. You sent your question? Okay. I don't know where it is. Sonia, is there room? Any room? Leo, what's my life purpose? Okay. Okay. All right, so Sonia, you'll be number 10. That was Kevin, number 2. 3, Tina. We're on 3 now. Tina. 4, Caroline. 5, Daniel. 6, Lucia. 7, Genevieve. 8, Lorraine. 9, Alta. And 10, Sonia. Okay. So we are now at Tina, number 3, Scorpio. Tina. Number 3, Tina. Scorpio, General. All right, Tina. Tina, Scorpio. What do we have for Tina? What are the messages for Tina, Scorpio? General messages, please. What are the messages for Tina, Scorpio? What are the messages for Tina, Scorpio? Six of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Okay, you're indecisive. There's a decision you have to make regarding someone or something you don't trust. This is financial, maybe. Waiting for money, or waiting for financial help, or waiting for a fair deal or a fair answer. Okay, good. 10 of Pentacles. I like that. Okay, so have you felt that someone has deceived you? 7 of Swords, right? Is this something that either there's something risky financially, or maybe you're in something financially risky, or there's deception here from someone, maybe because there was poor strategy or poor planning or something, right, that needed to be more transparent. Someone that made a choice. It doesn't particularly have to be financially, but there's there's a deception there in a strategy, in a decision someone made, or maybe in a decision you made. Someone's in it for their personal gain, their personal advantages. So the decision that was made, or just the person being there financially, it feels like financially, or if it's not financial, pull another card there. You're finding a deal, getting a fair answer, or getting financial help. There's an exchange of money there, so maybe they're giving you money back that they owed you, or there's money that's owed to you, or you're waiting for financial help with this Six of Pentacles. There's an evaluation there, weighing the fairness, right? Taking responsibility, or there's that reciprocity, giving and receiving. So either they owe you money, or you owe money, or you're making a deal, but it's coming out in a fair way. You're getting a fair result. Therefore, you can push forward into calmer waters. There's a transition, right? Moving away from that challenge, from that person, and it really leaving those old beliefs behind, that old mindset behind. Now we do have the Two of Swords, so it was at a stalemate, or there was indecisiveness, you weren't sure, or denial, or avoiding the choice, avoiding to make a decision, or avoiding to discuss this or to address this, because there's a decision here between two options. Or it's been at a stalemate for a while, at a standstill for a while, because it wasn't addressed, or, right? That's what it feels like. But at the end of the day, with this Ten of Pentacles, we get a good result here. It's about long-term planning. It's about money and long-term planning. And to have your mental focus on systems that are going to work with people, job, money, on systems that are going to work, and that are going to work long term. One card on the, yeah, I knew that. Justice. Okay, address the facts. Whatever's not been balanced, you'll get the truth. It'll come to light. The decision will be made, whether it's justice, courts, can be, administration, can be a company, can be any kind of institution here that has to make a decision to unblock this situation. And if it's not an institution, it is you or someone along the way making a decision to address the issue, to bring facts to light. The truth, if someone lied, or someone, was not very ethical financially, or someone that needs to be accountable, justice is going to bring this back into balance. There is a decision that's made. So if you're waiting for a decision from courts, from an administration, from a company, or you need to address an issue so you can bring back balance into your life. But you have the Ten of Pentacles, so it is coming back to balance, and therefore now you're going to have a good visibility, a long-term visibility of either income, or at least, getting rid of this person that made the wrong decision maybe, or was just in it for their own gain. Now, it doesn't have to be a specific person. It can be also an entity, a company, a group of people, right? All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Moving on to Caroline. Caroline, number 4. Daniel's number 5. Lucia's number 6. I'm going to calm my energies down. I do not know why I'm so stressed. Has nothing to do with you guys, but I am so stressed today. Okay. So, Caroline number 4, Daniel number 5, Lucia number 6, Genevieve number 7, Lorraine number 8, Alta number 9, Sonia number 10. Yeah, well, it's not, it has nothing to do with you, Caroline. I don't know why. It's like my stress level is so high. It's just me. I don't know why. Okay, Caroline, Capricorn. Okay, so Dogecoin or XRP, is that what it is? I know nothing on all these cryptocurrencies. I don't know anything, but so right, it is Dogecoin or XRP. Thank you, Daniel. All right. All right, Caroline. Let me just shuffle the other deck so I can pull 2 decks here between Dogecoin and XRP. All right, so let's see, Caroline. We're going to start with Dogecoin on the left side and XRP on the right side. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to relax my my mind. All right, Caroline, let's see what we have for Dogecoin. What energy do we have for Caroline in investment in Dogecoin? Okay, well, that's that. Dogecoin for Caroline. Yeah, okay. And now XRP, remember, free will, right? Free will. Caroline, Capricorn, what do we have for XRP and investing in cryptocurrency here? 3 of Pentacles. Huh, okay, well. I don't see either one. Both of them 3 of Swords. Both of them 3 of Swords. Both of them. So on the Dogecoin, there's disappointment. I mean, you're creative. You have great ideas. And I really feel like this is something that you're positive about. You're inspired on. But I do feel like it's disappointing, and both of them are disappointing. In other words, on one side, I have a lot of creativity with the Dogecoin. One more card on the Queen, on the Empress, please. And on the other side, with XRP, I see you working with people or collaborating with people, sort of teamwork. It doesn't have to be teamwork, but you're connecting with other people. And then there's delays, stagnation, delays. And the Hangman usually pops in when we have to see things from a different perspective, do things in a different way. It's temporary pause, but it's a pause to see that maybe that's not working the way you wanted it to work. So both of them give you deception. It feels like you're disappointed in both of them. One of them you felt really creative and ready and inspired. It's almost like you've prepared, you planned, you did your research, and also you're trying to do things, you know, in a creative way, but that's disappointing. And over here, it doesn't feel like there are delays. It just feels like it's not coming up the way you want it, or not bringing maybe return on investment the way you wanted, and then delays, heavy delays on the, and then disappointment on the XRP. So neither one of them is working for you right now, right? Three of Swords is a no-go. All right, so one more card on this Empress here, and then one more card on the other one. One more card on the Empress. Yeah, there's a learning. They're asking a lot of questions. You're curious. You're creative. It's new. You're bold, right? But one more card. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're stepping away from that. You're stepping away from the Dogecoin thing, right? There's the Justice card. Just consider the facts, right? If it's not working, or if it's not balanced, or you're not getting return on investments, you're not getting what you want out of there, there's a decision made there to step away. I feel like you're stepping away and you're moving into something else. Family is important here, but it's about facts, right? It's not about emotions, about facts and investment. And I feel like you're stepping away from here. Now over here, XRP, delays. Here, I don't even feel delays. I feel like it's ultra creative, and you have a lot of ideas and are asking a lot of questions and planning and preparing, except that there's the Justice card. Just facts are speaking, where it's not taking you where you want to go, and so you're stepping away from that. But I do see family here, and I do see you planning on something else and moving forward on something else. Definitely moving forward on something more rewarding. Okay, one more card on the Three of Wands for Caroline. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, you're moving on something else. It's gonna take time, but I feel like you're moving on to something. We don't have an Ace though, but we do have the Justice. It's like just facing facts. I do feel like you're expanding on something else. You're gonna be working and planning on something else, and you're gonna take your time. Really take your time to plan it out. Is there one more card there? Okay, it seems like it's all going on that one. So. No? Okay. There's family involved too. Yeah. It's scammy. It's yeah, I wouldn't trust whatever's going on here. I wouldn't trust that. All right, one more card on here. It's not, I don't trust here much either. Whoever you're speaking to, yeah, you're at the end here too with the Ten of Wands. Finding balance, patience, balance, but you're at the end of a cycle here as well. So for me, it's a no on both, but again, free will. There's also an energy that is not very trustworthy. I don't trust. It's scammy. It's deceitful. People are in it for their own gain. I don't really particularly trust these energies. And we have the Three of Swords on both. So that's what I have for you on that. Careful on XRP as well. Careful on XRP as well, because I'm not feeling it completely honest there too. So just make sure you back check everything, okay? Whoever it is that you're working with, it doesn't matter what it's about, which one it is, just fact check, because it seems scammy to me. Or maybe it's just one person, right? Maybe it's not a complete entity, but it's not it's not working for me. Yeah, so fact check everything, Caroline, all right? All right, moving on to Daniel. Taurus General. All right, what do we have for Daniel? So Daniel is number 5. Lucia is number 6. Maybe that's what was stressing me out. I don't know. No, it's not true because I don't know why my nervous system is a little all over the place today. But nothing to do with anybody. Daniel number 5. I can't focus. Yeah, that's the thing. Daniel number 5. Lucia number 6. Genevieve number 7. 8 Lorraine. 9 Alta. 10 Sonia. For anybody watching, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and if you do want a tarot reading, if you also want to join the chat and get a personal tarot reading, you can do so by clicking the join button down below next to the Card Minds logo, or in the chat. If you put yourself in the chat, you can see join membership right there. Click the link, join membership. It is a paying membership, and you're good to go. All right. Daniel, let's see what we got. Hi, Daniel. Thanks again for the cupcake money. I don't know if I want to get a cupcake today because my nerves are, I don't know, all over the place today, so. All right, here we go, Daniel. Thank you so much. Daniel, Taurus, general reading, general energies. What do we have for Daniel, Taurus? Daniel, Taurus. Okay. 3 major arcana, Daniel. We have the devil here telling me that you are bound to something or attached to something, or feel that something, feel that someone's in control or something, or you want to be in control, or there's manipulative energies here. It feels like you're building something. You're excited about this. You have this energy to move forward, this energy to make it happen. What is this devil all about? What do you feel bound to? What do you feel trapped? Do you feel trapped? Do you feel trapped in an energy? What is this devil all about for Daniel? Okay. Is there a partnership there? Joining resources with someone? You have the 6 of Pentacles. So there's a negotiation there, or a partnership there, or yeah, joining resources in a partnership. Now it feels like it's either maybe you're trying to get get finances, maybe a loan, or get financial help, or there is someone there with this 2 of Cups with whom you're partnered up or collaborating, and you know there's a fair deal there. There's a, yeah, there's definitely exchange of finances there, or or you're both joining resources for something. But do you feel trapped in this? Do you feel trapped in this partnership or collaboration that you have? One more card here with this devil. Maybe it's just a feeling you have. What is this? What is this Two of Cups here and this devil? One more card on the devil, please. No, one more card on the devil. One more card on the devil, please. For, nope. One more card on the devil for Daniel Taurus, please. One more card on the devil. Thank you. Am I taking these? No. Okay. So let me try the other deck. One is one more card on the Two of Cups, please. Ten of Cups, harmony. Yeah. Okay. So it feels like you expect some sort of like you expect like a perfect collaboration, sort of idealizing something, right? Finding or this can be family, this can be people around you, this can be, right, this, you're, for you, you're sort of, you have a certain vision of what this collaboration should be all about, and for you it should be in harmony, and you have like a perfect dream vision of how it should be like. However, for you it feels heavy on your shoulders with a lot of responsibility and pressure, and you're disappointed. So whether this is someone you're collaborating with, someone you're working with, or someone around you with this energy, you feel trapped. You are moving forward, though. You are moving forward on something, and there is a certain like, you're bold and you're moving forward, but there's a certain impulsivity there. Now, if that is not you, that is that person here with whom you're collaborating with, or that you're disappointed in because they're too impulsive. Now we have the Emperor and then the Fool, which tells me that you are either restructuring something, reorganizing something, taking charge, being very disciplined financially. It's turning into a money and career reading. I wasn't particularly going in that direction, but it is turning into that, where, you know, where you are going to reorganize and take charge. If this is you, and if it's not you, there's an Aries there, or a father figure, or a powerful person there that will take charge. But I do feel like this is you, finding that financial structure, or that discipline, and being the authority in the business. And for you, it's giving you freedom. And you are getting out of that fear of judgment. And this might be a way to move forward. Like you're asking a lot of questions, you're planning, you're preparing. It might be a way to get out of this collaboration, or get out of this dynamic here that you feel either is toxic or too controlling for you. I do feel like this Emperor, let's see if this Emperor is you, or if it's that person that you feel is controlling you. Who is this Emperor here for Daniel? Who is this Emperor? Judgment. Wow. Judgment and Hierophant. Wow. Okay. And Queen of Wands. Woo! Fire energy. This is a person that is, so there's a big decision that you're making. And if it's not you, it's a business decision that you're making with institutions, with banks, with authorities, right? But when I say authorities, institutions, administration, it can be anything. Do you want to be, you're making a decision, like, do you want to follow a traditional path, or do you want to move on to something sort of out of your comfort zone, but have the confidence to, to just trust yourself to do things in a different way and go on a different adventure. It's powerful with the judgment. It's sort of like an awakening. It's sort of like an awakening for you, right? To evolve, to do things differently, and to take on your own path. Recognizing that this is not what you want, or you feel trapped in this vision, in this partnership, or in this dynamic, whatever it is. So here, it's sort of pushing you to recognize that and to heal. And maybe there's healing involved. Maybe there's, forgiveness that's involved of both yourself and the other person or other people. There's a real purging process, cleansing process, like cleansing of the soul, from the weight of past decisions, or the weight of you're just releasing maybe past mistakes or negative karma to really start fresh. And there's a real fresh new start here with the Judgment and the Hierophant. Again, maybe you're seeking guidance with someone that has knowledge, but I do feel like, for me, the Hierophant is it's like you have the traditional path, you have this like financial structure or administration or business structure, right? Do you want to follow that, or do you want to change things? And do you want to do it in a different way? Because I really do feel like there's a sense of freedom here with the Fool, where you're going to go on a new adventure, or doing it in a different way because you want your freedom. It's liberating for you. Whatever it is, it's a sense of liberation for you. And then there's a new, fresh, new start with this Page of Swords. It's also, a moment of clarity. Interesting. All right, that's what I have for you, Daniel. Interesting. You'll have to let me know if this makes sense to you now or down the road, but this is what I have for you today. All right. After Daniel, we have Lucia, Gemini, General, and after Lucia, so Lucia is number 6, Genevieve is number 7, 8 Lorraine, 9 Alta, 10 Sonia. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. Yes, I don't know why. I sometimes, mind, body, and soul, sometimes we are stressed. I have nothing to be stressed about, particularly today, but sometimes the energies are just like that. Let me just drink a little. Maybe that'll help. Grab another tea. Okay. All right, Lucia. What do we have for Lucia? General, Gemini. What do we have for Lucia? What energies do we have for Lucia? I'm going to drink a little bit. Maybe it'll help me a little bit. All right, Lucia, Gemini, general reading. What do we have for Lucia? For anybody watching, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Join us in the chat if you would like to say a little hi and join your energies, all positive energies here. And if you wish to get a tarot reading, join membership. Click the join button down below or the link on the top of the chat if that's something you're interested in. With membership, you get access to personal tarot readings whenever we come on live, every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, sometimes during the week when I have time. This week was a no-go, but hopefully last week, right? Hopefully this week coming up, I'll have more time. All right, here we go. Let's see what we have for Lucia, Gemini, general reading. What are the general energies here for Lucia? Page of Wands and the Sun. Beautiful. Exploring something new. It's exciting. You're confident. It's going to be more simple. It's going to be clear and obvious. You're standing your ground, making your point, and stepping away. Wow. Yep, you're stepping away from something unfulfilling, something that you were attached to, emotionally attached to. This can be, well, we'll pull another card to see, but for me, you're now in a whole new, oops, sorry about that, in a whole new mind frame. So whatever you're exploring here, there's a fresh new energy. We'll pull a card on the Page of Wands to see what this is all about, but clearly it's about your legacy, long-term financial income, financial sustainability within your family. And I do feel like this is about your legacy. And you are choosing to step away and stand your ground. All right, so why what are you standing your ground on? You're making a point here in standing your ground. Yeah, taking your time, slowly but surely, connecting with the right people, connecting with the right place, with the Temperance. I like that. This little Page of Wands is really moving you forward in a whole new way, in a whole new dynamic. Baby steps, first steps into this new energy, but it's such a beautiful dynamic. It's something that makes you happy and that is really boosting your confidence. What is this Page of Wands all about? Yes, celebrating with your family. You have the support of your family to move forward on this. Is this is this a new opportunity? It's you have all this desire to explore a new subject. So it's a beginner's mind and you're exploring new, and it's very exciting for you, and you have the support of your family. You're celebrating this. So maybe you're celebrating this event with your friends or coworkers or people around you. It doesn't have to be work. There is a beautiful new energy that you're pushing forward. You're exploring. One more card. Yes, and suddenly, okay. Suddenly. A lot of communication, like swift communication coming in. There's like rapid movement. All of a sudden, there's mental clarity, and there's that movement where there's a real state of flow and like cascade of information and just easy communication, and it's really moving forward. Now this energy here that's fantastic is pushing you to step away from something that you probably have been in for a while, right? That was safe at one point for you, an emotional attachment. So this can be job, this can be people you're attached to. Yeah, there we go. There's the decision. There's the healing process, rising up to something so much more important for you. And there again, there's a sense of healing, processing, forgiving yourself, others, of past decisions, past choices, a real purging process. It's a big decision and it's a big change. Big change here. There's a lot of empathy, there's a lot of emotion, and I love this. It's got you've got the temperance, the judgment. It's about connecting to the right people and being in the right space, but also taking your time. This is not, there's swift movement here and swift communication here. However, it's important to do everything with balance and patience. Don't bulldoze your way through. This is a big change, but it's also about finding that work-life balance, right? It's not a time for impulsive decisions. This is all about patience and thoughtful actions. Wait for the right moment, move with intention. You're really building something meaningful and lasting, and you're building something, this is your legacy. This is about your legacy, and you're moving into a beautiful energy. However, you are leaving emotions behind, and because you're disappointed in someone or the way things are happening. That's what I have for you now. It's a really beautiful reading, Lucia. We're going to move into number 7, Genevieve. Libra. Love reading. I love love readings. I don't do many love readings, so I always love readings. So Genevieve is number 7, Lorraine number 8, Alta number 9, Sonia number 10, and I did see, hi JD, how are you? Did I see JD? Yes, welcome JD. Welcome to Card Minds. Beautiful to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so JD, hold on. JD, you're going to be number 11 after Sonia. Okay, and we are currently at, I'm going to start number 7. Not too bad. Thank you for joining, JD. And you are Pisces. Look at that. You know what to do. So the only thing, so now when we come on live, JD, you can ask, you can get a tarot reading. Oh yes, one reading per live. But don't forget, JD, once you're like Sonia said, thank you Sonia for your help on that. Thank you so much. Because guys, don't forget, when I'm reading, I don't pay attention to the chat. But like Sonia says, now you're a member, you can get a tarot reading whenever I come on live, okay? You're welcome, Alta. Lucia, sorry. So let me see what you have. Well, what will happen? Okay, so JD, which one do you want? You want the situation with your brother, or do you want Carlos? Okay, all right. Whatever pops up. All right. That works. It might be one or the other, you know. Sometimes the messages pop up in odd ways. So all right. So JD, you're gonna be number 11. Pisces, I just want to write down brother Scorpio, Carlos Capricorn. Let me just go back here. Now, JD, just for the future, when you do have a question, well, I'll give you how the process goes, right? Try to put it in caps so it's easier for me to go back to when I have to go back to questions, but you don't have to do that now. What will happen to me? Brother is Scorpio, right? Will I marry? Hey, hold on, JD, 1 second. Yes, try to stick with one question. Sometimes other things pop up, okay? So JD is number 11. Yes, Arnisha Webb. Yes, member to ask a question. Well, I didn't do anything yesterday, Arnisha Webb, so I don't know where you went yesterday. I didn't do a live yesterday. So you didn't get skipped. But you have to be a member for so you can click the join button down below or click the join membership link on the top of the chat. But I don't know if I am going to do more than 11, guys, okay? But we are now on, where am I? Genevieve, right? Hopefully I am at Genevieve. 7 Genevieve, 8 Lorraine, 9 Alta, 10 Sonia, 11 JD, okay? Yes, trying to reach 50K, guys. For anybody watching, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Trying to reach 50K for 2026. That's our goal. Thank you so much for being here and your support. Thank you, Sonia, for your help. Appreciate it always. We have amazing members here. Pretty amazing members. All right, here we go. Genevieve. I don't know if Genevieve is here at all. Thank you, Sonia. I don't know if Genevieve is here. Libra. Oh yeah, love with her neighbor. Neighbor, do we know? No, I don't know. I don't know. I think we already did a reading on that, so I don't remember what your neighbor's zodiac sign was, but that's okay. All right, Genevieve. Let's see what energies we have with your neighbor. Love energies. Let's see what we got. Genevieve. What love energies do we have with Genevieve's neighbor? We don't know what sign they are. You're Libra. Maybe they are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Not sure. Okay. Am I taking it? No. No. Sorry about that, Genevieve. This happens sometimes. Let me just shuffle the cards a little bit more. Hold on, Genevieve. Give me one moment. I have to shuffle the cards a little bit more. All right, let's see what Genevieve's energies are with her neighbor. Love energies. Okay, well, I do feel like there's... Are they a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces? It's possible. I don't know, because this Queen of Cups clearly wants to pop in, so I'm keeping my Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, sorry. There's emotion there. No, okay. Now I'll pull another card. Hi, Genevieve. How you doing? Do you know the sign of your neighbor? The zodiac sign? Do you know their zodiac sign? I think we already discussed it. I don't remember. Is it a water sign? Okay. Well, let's see. That one wanted to come out too. That's okay. No, you don't have to. All right. It can be a water sign. Doesn't have to be with this Queen of Cups. There's a lot of charm there. There's a lot of communication. It's like you guys are attracted to each other. There's a lot of there's a strong connection there. I think you have the desire. You have the desire here, but then we have the Tower over the Magician. So is there like there's a sudden awakening there? There's a sudden shift there. Is there like a big push towards real love there? That's a possibility. There's something happening suddenly. And I do feel like if they are not a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, that, you know, a lot of empathy, a lot of nurturing. They're a water sign, so there's a lot of emotion there. You are a Libra, sort of the opposite, very matter of fact. But with the nine of wands, I feel like either you or they are a little freaked out or not quite sure. Right? Like, they're a little weary, right? Is that the word? but someone's persistent, whether you're persistent or they're persistent, like, um, even if there are obstacles, someone, either you or them, are persistent, or maybe both of you. But we have the Three of Wands here. So little by little, there's confidence there. A little by little, there's confidence to expand, to communicate. A little by little, there's like anticipation there, waiting for an outcome, right? And I feel like that's you, just waiting for an outcome, waiting for something promising. Something promising is on the horizon. However, we have the Temperance, so tempo, tempo, slowly, slowly, right? Slow progress. Slow progress. Everything in moderation. But I do feel like there's mutual caring there for both of you. There might be a certain healing process that either you or they are going through for that, you know, emotional balance, to be able to attract healthy love and a healthy relationship and to be in a good space. I feel like there's something there. One more card here on the tower, please. On the sudden, there's sudden, yes, look at that with the Chariot. I do feel like there's something moving forward with this person. They might not be ready right away, but there's certainly one of you, right? It's particularly with this Tower moment of like sudden movement forward. So there's a lot of determination. But I feel like maybe it's both of you, maybe it's them that needs to move past old wounds, right? Old wounds or old hurts, right? And to be able to move forward and take charge in a new relationship, romantic relationship with the Chariot. There is emotional energy there. One more card on the Chariot, please. Yeah, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of faith there with the star card. I like that. I like that. But there's a lot of healing. So maybe this person has been through difficult relationships. Maybe you have, maybe both of you have, and you have to sort of balance yourself and heal before you receive and bring in this beautiful new love, right? There's healing, but there's hope there, and hope and healing attracts love. And I do feel like once both of you are sort of okay in your emotional space, then you can come together. But it takes time. It takes time to heal. And there's also here with the Two of Pentacles, the juggling of, love and life and responsibilities, and a lot, needing to sort of prioritize and or balance a work relationship energy and to be available. And so I feel like there's healing, and there's also it's almost like it feels like this person, and maybe you as well, because I keep getting two entities and two energies, that this person will open up when they're ready, or both of you will open up when you're ready, but both of you are healing past wounds to be ready for a new and open to a new balanced love relationship, like with an equal give and take and equal care for each other and understanding each other and learning to know each other. You have to be ready. You have to be ready to receive love. And so it's almost like this person, and maybe you as well, because they were in this healing from a past wounds, doesn't particularly have to be relationship, but past wounds of life and what we go through and the difficulties and the challenges of life, where we sort of isolate ourselves and we sort of put ourselves in a sort of cocoon where well, we don't want to be bothered, or we're not ready to open up, or so we sort of focus on work or focus on whatever responsibilities we have, and so we don't pay attention to the love opportunities around us. And so this is about healing and also being ready to open up and find room for the other person, and find room and time, not just for work and not just on that sort of highway, right? Highway thing where, okay, well, I'm just not going to get involved in love, or I don't have time right now because I have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of work and all that. So you have to be ready for that. That's what I'm feeling. So I do feel like it's going to open up here. And there's like a sense of hope and love and faith that returns. But it's also be open to juggling, right? Work, life, love, relationships, and doing it all and welcoming it all. All right. All right, so that was Genevieve. Moving on to Lorraine, 8. Lorraine is number 8. Scorpio, general. Alta is number 9. Sonia is number 10. And JD, new member. Welcome, welcome, JD. Beautiful to have you in this community. It is all about positive energies and all about being there for each other. And welcome to a Pisces. We do not have many Pisces. I honestly think it might be the first Pisces. Honestly. I do feel like it might be the first Pisces. There's not that many Pisces in the memberships. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know everybody. I do not know everybody. So, and not all members pop in for tarot readings, guys. Some people are members and silent members, and they're wonderful. You're welcome, JD. Beautiful to have you. All right, so moving on to Lorraine, Scorpio, general. Let me drink a little bit more so I'm a little less stressed. And thank you, Sonia, for your help. All right. All right, Lorraine. Let's see what we have for Lorraine. Number 8, 9 Alta, 10 Sonia, 11 JD. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Genevieve, don't worry, you're not the only one. A lot of people do that. And that's what it feels like. That's okay. Yeah, a lot of people do that. All right, here we go. Lorraine. What do we have for Lorraine, Scorpio? Lorraine, Scorpio, general reading. Lorraine, Scorpio. What do we have for Lorraine, Scorpio? General reading. Ooh, Ace of Wands. I love it. This Eight of Cups is coming up a lot. A lot of people stepping away from emotions, moving away from things that have been maybe safe in the past, that have served them in the past, but are no longer fulfilling. You are moving away from something no longer fulfilling, and you're going to be really content. You're going to be really happy. Make a wish. Their wish is coming in. You get a new offer here. Page of Pentacles, new opportunity, financial offer, or someone contacting you regarding an offer. I do feel like there's a whole new, fresh, new beginning here with this Page of Pentacles, ready to learn, ready to make this real, ready to make this happen. But for that, yes, you are stepping away. So Ace of Wands, there's that breakthrough. There's that sudden clarity, that sudden flash of insight, like that clarity flash where this is it. You're stepping away, you're moving away, you're happy with this. This is what you wanted. This is your dream. The Nine of Cups is wish coming true. But for me, it's not a make a wish type thing. It is really the desire that you have had to step away from this and to start something new. And there's your opportunity there. But there's a real flash of clarity there. And I do feel like with this Eight of Cups that keeps coming up for everyone, you're making the decision to walk away from something emotionally unfulfilling, despite, a comfort that you had, or safe energies that you had for a while. It's time for you to evolve or to march into something new that you have really desired. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. What is this Page of Pentacles here? What is this Page of Pentacles? Look at that. It's making you so happy. You're following your passion. If you're not following your passion, this is you. I was going to say Prince Charming. No, this is you. This is you moving forward in such a beautiful way. Wow. Wow. So, yeah, this is your decision. This is your decision, and probably a decision that you have been wanting to make for a long time, that you have wished for, and it's giving you a real sense of clarity and contentment in your choice. And again, I have this sense of like mental illumination, clarity in your mind. It's sort of really clearing away all the confusions, the doubts, illusions, whatever it is. It's that moment where it just clicks and you know that you're ready. You're ready to do this, and this is something that you really believe in. And it's sort of you just don't want things hidden anymore. You just don't want, right? Things are going to become easier and accessible, and it just makes sense to you. It's all about confidence. It's all about confidence, and it's all about confidence to use what you know and to trust your own judgment and to just communicate clearly and constructively and have confidence in your idea, in this thing that you're moving forward. Just the joy of learning. It feels like you're learning, and it's you do have the Page of Pentacles. So this is a learning process. This is a new energy with this Page of Pentacles. Whether someone is offering you an opportunity or you just have this new goal, this new financial goal, job goal, or life plan, right? Learning about whatever it is. It can also be a side hustle that you've had, or just the idea that you've had for a long time that you've wished for. It's a real solid, slow start, right? You do have the Page of Pentacles, but you also have the Knight of Knight of Hearts. Well, it's a little bit the Knight of Hearts. It's the same thing. The Knight of Cups, right? Following your passion, really pursuing a new goal, and guided by your passion. Beautiful energies here, Lorraine. I hope at one point leave me a message. Let me know, comment. Let me know when you get to see this reading and watch this reading. Just interested in seeing how you're doing and what this is that you're deciding upon. 9 is going to be Alta, 10 Sonia, and 11 JD. We are now on Alta number 9, reading number 9. Sonia is going to be number 10, and JD is going to be number 11. Again, welcome, JD. You're so welcome, Genevieve. You're so welcome. If anybody is watching, well, 6 watching, not that many, but if anybody's watching outside of the chat, anybody watching this, wondering what this is all about, how they can get a tarot reading, how this all works, we come here every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. If you want a tarot reading, join membership. Click the join button down below. It is a paying membership. Starts at $5. It's just for my time reading, right? So it starts at $5, and again, you can give whatever you want. They're different tiers, but all tiers give you access to a personal tarot reading. So if that's something you're interested in, you can join us. Probably not today, because I'm probably ending it at 11. But you never know. My energy is getting a little better. If that's something you're interested in, please join us. We'd love to have you. It's a beautiful, positive energy where we are here to help each other along the way, right? To be here for each other, to boost our confidence, to find clarity, to find answers. And also, you know, it's a community. It's a really beautiful community that comes together to push each other and help each other out. So join us. We would love to have you. And also, don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you haven't yet. We're trying to reach 50K. Wow, I wish it was 56. We're at 45K now subscribers. I really would like to reach 50K in 2026, guys. So please help me make it happen. So check out if you are subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. It's free for you. Just costs you one little click of your time, and right, and doesn't cost you anything more. So check out if you are subscribed, if you haven't subscribed yet, and if yes, thank you for your beautiful support. Ooh, all right, let's move on to Alta, right? Alta. So Alta is number 9, Sonia will be 10, and JD number 11. All right, Alta, here we go. Let's see what we got for Alta, Libra. Oh, no, Alta, you did ask me a question. Oh, goodness. That's why I ask everybody to put their question in caps, because sometimes I have to go back up to the questions in the chat, and if it's not in caps, it's hard to find. Where is Alta? I have Lorraine. Wait, where's Alta? No, Alta, you came in later. Or no? Oh, here. Okay. Opportunity on business looks promising. The industry where I am is quite difficult, and many times people hide the intentions. Okay. Where are you, Alta? Okay. Give me one moment, guys, just to write the question. All right, here we go. All right, Alta, what will be the result of the offer sent to the seller? What will be the result of the offer sent to the seller for Alta? Hi, Alta. How I had to go back to your question. That's why don't forget, guys, to put your questions in caps. It's just easier for me to go back to them. What will be the result of the offer sent to the seller? Will there be an agreement? Will there be an agreement? And Alta, you are a Libra. All right, Alta, what will be the result of the offer? Ooh, 9 of Cups, nice. Wish coming true. Again? No. Sorry. Let me not. I'm not giving you false hopes. I'm just, if it needs to come out, it will come out. But I need to shuffle the cards a little bit more because I'm getting I'm not getting the right energies. Apologies for that. Alta, give me one moment. Give me one moment to shuffle a little bit more. All right, let's see what we got, Alta. What will the result be for the offer sent to the seller? Will there be an agreement? What will be the result of the offer sent? Okay. All right. It looks like there's a first offer and it's not enough. You don't feel like it's supportive. You don't feel like it's enough, or you feel left out, or, it's not enough for you. However, you're still working, you're still preparing, and there's a sudden movement here. There's a sudden movement forward here. So I have 2 complete different energies here. One of not enough, not liking this offer, disconnecting, disappointed, right? Not supportive. And then over here, planning, preparing, moving forward, sudden movement, sudden communication with a lot of information here, right? There's like swift communication. There's you're gaining clarity on something, but there's like a lot of back and forth, talking, texting, emailing, whatever it is, lots of back and forth. And there's a lot of strategic thinking, like re-strategizing, planning, analyzing all possibilities, the pros and cons, right? Maybe you are still checking out this offer, even if you're not content with this offer. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to pull one card on these two. Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups. There's a dissatisfaction there, a disappointment there where it's not enough, or you feel left out, or you feel like they're not giving you all the information. Yes, stuck. Okay. There's a lot of people involved, a lot of options, a lot of communication, too many people involved, too many options, too much talking, too much brouhaha. Okay. So you're at a crossroads there. You have to make a decision. You have to address something, or open your eyes on something, or choose two financial options, or choose a direction. But it is important to open your eyes on something, because here we have the seven of Cups, which is illusions, right? Scams, illusions, but also being overwhelmed with all these options, or emotional, imaginative options, things that you wish for, but it might be too good to be true. There's a sort of like a blur between fantasy and reality on some. Doesn't mean it's specifically that one, but it does mean that there's like a hope that things is really going to happen. But I do feel like it's important for you to fact check everything and understand, fact check, back check everything, right? Because the Seven of Cups is illusions, but it doesn't mean that everything is an illusion. It just means that there's a lot of people involved and a lot of options, and you're indecisive. You do not really know what to choose. You're at a standstill there, or indecisive, not quite sure what to do. And we do have the Hierophant. Are you going to go the traditional route or not? Are you going to make something official or not? Right? Maybe you're waiting on banks. Maybe you're waiting on institutions. Right? Maybe you're seeking financial advice. Maybe it's a more conventional approach that you want. What is this Hierophant? Is this banks, institutions, administration, corporation? What is this all about? What is this Hierophant all about? Oop, that just popped out. Is that this? Hold on. Nope. Let me just shuffle the cards. Hierophant. What is the Hierophant all about? Is it? Okay. Thank you. Starting new. Okay, it's the end of a cycle. End of a cycle. Whatever you've accomplished there, the people you met, the energies that you have put in this business, opportunities, finances, whatever it is, it's the end of a cycle. But it's moving you into this one. So I do feel like everything that happened here is it was to bring clarity to the next step, information you needed to gain, guidance, financial guidance, business guidance. There's a moment where it's almost like a learning process, where everything will come together and fit in this next cycle. What is this all about here? The Two of Wands. You're planning, you're re-strategizing. What is this Two of Wands all about? You're moving into a next cycle. Yes, look at that. There's abundance. There's abundance and financial independence, and just being happy with your choice. What is the okay? Yeah, justice. It has to be fair. You're a Libra, not surprising. It has to be a fair, or you will not move forward. All facts have to be addressed. Everything has to be addressed. If there's lawyers, if there's courts, if there's administration, if there's institutions, you have to address the issues and look at everything from a factual point. It's not about emotions, it's not about who said what, it's about the facts. And detaching yourself emotionally. You know how to do it very well, Libras. Libras are very matter of fact. And for you, it's all about matter of fact. It's not about who said what. It's about getting the job done and getting all the information you have and organizing yourself and strategizing this in a good way where you can be financially independent. And I do feel like here, there's sudden communication on a decision, administrative decision, or court's decision, or just a decision on something that needed to be addressed and brought back to balance, or else it cannot work like that, right? So yes, you're moving into a new cycle. I love this. I love the world because it's all coming together, but it's coming together because you've had a lot to learn, a lot to integrate, a lot to understand to come that full cycle. Like it's a completion through learning, reflection, and experience. Then it sort of comes together into a clear understanding, whole understanding of the big picture of your idea, your business, this agreement, whatever it is. It's a lot of learning and questioning because it's part of something new, and your place, your purpose is part of this new cycle. But these decisions have to be made before you find your financial independence or long-term financial sustainability. That's what I have for Alta. Moving on to Sonia. Thank you, Alta. Sonia, number 10. Let me have a little drink. Hi, Deborah. It might be a little late, Deborah. I'm at number 10. Sonia, I have 11. Not sure I can do it. Stick around, but I'm not quite sure, okay? I can't answer that right yet. Hi, Queensland. I'll see if, I don't know, okay? Just stick around if you have time. If not, I do think I'm going to pop in tomorrow, okay, guys? So if you haven't had time. But I know for you it's complicated and at noon. So hold on. If I can do it, Deborah, I will, okay? But I'm Sonia. I have Sonia and JD. And I will see. All right, Sonia. Here we go. What do we have for Sonia? Leo. What's my life purpose? That's a big one, Sonia. That's a big one. All right. Well, let's see what we have. Give me 1 second to shuffle, guys. No, don't be sorry. It's a big one. It's a big one for everybody. Let's see what the cards have to say, right? Usually when I get that type of question, it's going to give me energies on how to navigate, right? What to let go and what not. But let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just the messenger. All right, let's see what we have for Sonia. Leo, what is my life purpose? After Sonia, number 10, it's going to be JD, number 11. And if you also are interested in getting a tarot reading, this is how you can do it. We come on every Sunday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Try to do it Mondays and or Fridays, but it doesn't always happen, depend on my schedule. But Sundays, rain or shine, we are here. And so if you want a tarot reading and, you know, join membership, that's how you can get a tarot reading here. Click the join button down below. Although today I think, right, I think we're full house. But tomorrow I'll be back, hopefully. If you're interested, click the join button down below. And Mondays are calmer. It's less people, so it's easier to get a tarot reading. So click the join button down below or the link, the join membership link on the top of the chat if that's something you're interested in. And as long as you're a member, you can get a tarot reading. I mean, Sundays is crowded, but that's why I have other days once in a while to uncrowd a little bit. And I usually prioritize on Mondays. I prioritize members that weren't able to get a tarot reading on Sundays, and new members as well. So I try to prioritize that on Mondays. Okay. So if that's something you're interested in, join us Monday. All right, let's see what we have here for Sonia. Leo, what's my life purpose? Let's see what we got. Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, look at that. The Emperor. This feels like family. Family, family, family. Doesn't have to be, but a lot of nurturing. Nurturing family, also helping family financially, financial sustainability, being there for each other, having that harmony and that stability. You are a nurturer. You are a caregiver. You are there for others. It's a very, very emotional, right, feeling with this Empress. The Empress is all about unconditional love, that empathy and that ability to hold space for others, and for others' feelings without judgment. That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. That sort of empathy and for others, without judging. It's like a comforting emotional space. So I do feel like here, maybe this is something like a sort of invitation to return to what soothes your heart, what makes you happy, to nurture yourself and to take care of yourself and to, you know, move into that energy of affection or time spent with loved ones, which is really, really something special. There's a father figure here, or an Aries, or someone older here. Look, there's a real family, maternal, paternal energy here with the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about legacy, financial legacy, but also just legacy, right? Long-term thinking, focusing on what you will become and your legacy. So this is really, really all about family and being there and putting family first. There's a father figure there. Let's see, let's pull a few more cards, because with this Yeah, it's very, very nurturing. But at the same time, it's you have this nurturing. Let's see what the Emperor is, because if the Emperor is a father figure, let's see. What is this Emperor all about? Yes, look at this father figure that stands their ground, that stands their opinion. No, I don't want those. What is this Emperor all about for Sonia? What is this Emperor all about? Nope, 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 nope. Come on. What is this? Nope, nope, nope. Come on. What is this Emperor all about for Sonia? What does this Emperor represent for Sonia? Again, standing their ground. Oh my goodness, this Emperor is on the defense, standing their ground. And, oh wow, okay, so this is not someone flexible. This is someone that's in control, that stands their ground, that feels a little... So is this you that feels like it's hard to communicate with them? Or this is you? It's funny. It's cute. It's cute. It's a cute energy. Wow, this came out. Okay. Again, the nurturing. Again, the empathy. All about empath. All about listening. You're a beautiful listener here. But you also like to have fun, and you also have this fire to move forward, right? With this fire energy. You like to move forward. But I do feel like there's a sense of feeling blocked from this father figure, or you're standing your ground, you want to be in control, and sometimes you feel like there are no options there, or you feel stuck mentally. It doesn't mean you're stuck, but sometimes it's the mental power that is stuck, right? The eight of swords is not about being stuck, it's about feeling stuck. And 2 times, interesting, 2 times the Knight of Pentacles, that is Taurus. That is Taurus energy, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 2 times, like, there's someone that's extremely reliable there, extremely reliable, that will take the time, that will stand their ground. It's almost like you'll stand your ground, and they're very reliable. And then both of you sort of try to figure things out. There's someone very reliable, and then hold on, let me just pull another card here. Someone, okay, so there's someone not very flexible, extremely reliable. This is can be a Taurus, right? Father figure that that you had to step away to find your freedom. You had to step away to have confidence in yourself, because this is something that you felt blocked mentally, where, you know, this person maybe was overpowering. That's a possibility. That is a possibility with this Emperor. But it's both Empress and Emperor, right? That inner power with that Emperor. That's impressive. Very impressive. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very reliable. But I do feel like here, for you, it's important for you to step away sometimes from that emotional attachment, that safe place, for you to, you know, step into your light, to find confidence, to, you know, to find a freedom, emotional freedom, and mental freedom, to trust yourself, to really trust yourself. And you should trust yourself with the Fool. Trust yourself. Trust what you know. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that you can do other things. Trust yourself that you can create things. Trust your intuition. Very, very important here. Very, very important. Because it's all about the empathy and the nurturing, but at the same time, you know, you stay in that emotional attachment. And sometimes you forget about yourself, and you forget that you also can go on amazing paths and trust yourself and trust your power with the Fool. It's important. It's important to move forward, you know, embracing the unknown, move forward with an open heart. Because that's about growth. The unknown is about growth. And the unknown is letting go of fear, right? That's the Fool's journey, about self-discovery and learning and growth. And it's important to sometimes step away from those emotions that have been very secure, that have been very fulfilling. But this is also a message, right, to not focus too much on the outcome, but to embrace the journey. And to embrace the journey as that empath, right? Embrace the unknown. Trust the process. Dream big. Believe in the magic, right? Step into the unknown. That's what the Fool is all about. The process, understanding, growing. So whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you believe in that is important to you right now, because I do feel like sometimes you feel stuck mentally, where you have this obligation to stay in those emotions and to stay in that role. But you have all kinds of roles. You have all kinds of roles. So don't forget yourself. Nurture yourself. Nurture others, yes. You're a nurturer. But nurture yourself and always put yourself first. That doesn't mean you forget about others. That doesn't mean you didn't do enough. That doesn't mean you weren't present. That means you're even doing even more, because you are nurturing yourself at the same time. So you can only be there for others if you nurture yourself first. I feel like the father figure has blocked you, and it's not in a bad way, right? The father figure has blocked you. Maybe, you know, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn there, very committed, very solid, very reliable, also has blocked you. It's not them personally, it's the energy, right? And so that sort of has closed the doors of the world to you. So get out in the world, be yourself, trust that you also are growing, and you also can trust yourself on, you know, in getting a little freedom and getting out of that safe space. Get out of the safe space if you want, of course, right? This is all about free will. Free will, free choices. It is hard. It is hard, and I agree with you on that. But you can do both. You can do both. It is very hard. I, as an empath, I can tell you that I can stand in supermarkets or on the street or with random people, and they will tell me their life story, and they will have something to get off their heart, get off their shoulders. And that moment can be a couple of minutes, it can be a couple of hours, right? But I will always be there, and I am always open, and I always take the time, even though sometimes I'm a person in my life that is a little impatient, right? I do have this empathy like you in me, where if someone needs to say something and talk to me and it feels like it's important and they need to take the weight off their mind and their heart, I will always be there. But that is also something that you cannot let everyone siphon your energy. And sometimes you have to choose, but you can do both, and you can nurture yourself above all, because that gives you the capacity and the powers, to be present even more. But yes. Good night, Lorraine. Where are you again, Lorraine? I forgot. But it's hard to disengage. It's absolutely hard to say no. And it's absolutely not hard to walk away and say you don't have time, or it's not the right moment, or, because it's usually at that right moment where you have to be there for that person, whoever it is. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. How do you think I feel if I have to refuse to do a reading just to go get some rest, right? I feel bad. I always feel bad that I cannot do readings for everyone. I do. But I try to disengage with that because I have to respect myself, and I have to find time for myself as well, right? All right, so now we have JD. Yay, JD. Here we go, JD, Pisces. So JD, give me one moment to shuffle the cards, okay? I forgot where Lorraine was. I don't know where Lorraine is. Give me one moment to shuffle the cards. Deborah, put your question. See, I feel guilty. Deborah, put your question in caps down below if you're still here. But Deborah, you'll be the last one. If you're still here. I don't know if you're still here. We'll see. But if you do hear me, if you're around, put your question in caps with your zodiac sign, and I'll try to read for you after JD. But after that, that's it. But I don't know if you're still here. So Deborah, let me know. You have time. I'm going to read for JD. So if you just pop back in. Guys, anybody that sees Deborah? Oh, you're here? Okay, good. Okay. All right, got it. All right, and that's it, okay? Anybody popping in, tell them that I will be back here tomorrow, hopefully at 12 or 1, okay? And so, Eastern Standard Time, so just let everybody know that if they weren't able to get a reading today, that Monday they can get a reading. And Mondays, a lot of people get the readings from work, so I don't want to be a stickler and tell them that they have to be present for their reading. Obviously not. So it's just, it's shorter. It's, there's less people. And again, I try to prioritize people that did not get a reading today, and new members. Okay. So if you're considering, yes, come tomorrow. Guys, come tomorrow if you're not, if you want a reading, okay? And if you're considering joining, definitely come tomorrow, because, again, I prioritize new members and people that did not get a reading today, okay? So I'll be here tomorrow. All right, JD, here we go. Cool. Oh, George. Oh, Georgia, it's you. I didn't see you have a new handle. You have a new handle? I'm confused. Georgia, you have a new name? A new handle? Let me know just so I know it's you. Okay, okay, just so I know it's you. Okay, good. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Definitely. Plus, it'll be easier for you time-wise. What's on the menu today, Georgia? No, I understand, Deborah. And also, ooh, 99th birthday. Bless her. That's a blessing. That is awesome. That is awesome. Today, nothing. Okay. No pasta today. But I'll see you tomorrow, Georgia. Thank you for confirming it's you, because we're like Pavlov's dogs here. If it's not exactly the same, I'm not sure. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Mom. 99. That is just absolutely amazing. Happy birthday to her. Oh, you had a long lunch. Okay, enough is enough. Yeah, I get you. Those long Sunday lunches. All right. Well, I'm excited. Apologies, JD, for the chit chatting, but I did have to shuffle the cards. Apologies for making you wait. But beautiful to see you, Georgia, and looking forward to reading for you tomorrow. I hope it's going okay for you. 80. Oh my goodness, look at you guys. That's why you had that long lunch. How's it going with Mom? Is it okay? Oh, happy birthday to these beautiful ladies, 80 and 99. Deborah, that is amazing. Amazing. I love this. All right, let me go. Let me do JD, sorry. New member, JD Pisces. All right, let me get I have to get what will, no. Oh, all right, JD, what will happen between my brother and I? What will happen between my brother and I? JD Pisces. Nope. See, and I did shuffle. JD Pisces, brother Scorpio. What will happen between JD Pisces and Scorpio? Okay. I'm gonna try to read both. I'll do 2 short readings, okay, JD? Okay, so there's a breakthrough there. There's a breakthrough with your brother to understand, a mental breakthrough, clarity, truth, clearing the air, whatever it is, to really move in the right direction. I do like this Ace of Swords. Clarity, truth, understanding. Beautiful breakthrough here. If you are not speaking, or if you need to speak, or you need that mental breakthrough, or need to reveal something, or find a clear decision, or there's an awakening here, and there's an awakening with the truth. So if it has been indecisive, or if it has been something that you need to discuss, or you haven't been, you need to move forward on, it is going to be moving forward with the Chariot. You are going to find clarity, find a new goal, right? And there's it's also about emotional control, understanding that there's this determination and mastering your emotions and being in control with your emotions is most important. And so it's about harnessing your emotions and channeling your emotions and directing them towards a goal. Both of you, one goal, right? Without being overwhelmed by the intensity of all these emotions, right? It's about steering your path with strength and perseverance, and really keeping that spiritual focus on the goal with your brother, right? So let's see what this is all about here. Let's pull one more card here with your brother, Scorpio, and then I will move on to the other reading, the other question, I mean, you asked me. Okay, JD, here we go. So what is this clarity here, this breakthrough? Wow, it's sudden. There's that sudden shift, that sudden change where you knew it couldn't happen that way, or you knew it was faulty, or you knew the truth had to come out. You know the truth has to come out. There they are. There they are, Scorpio. Mature, balanced, or at least they coming into this conversation, coming into this change. Change has to happen. Shift, change has to happen. And here's the awakening. Here's the moment where things are happening and things are changing. And they're coming in a very mature, a very stable way. To be able to make a decision in a very calm and stable way, in a mature way, to be able to see things in a mature way. There is, right, this sudden change here, this sudden clarity is sort of forcing you to clear out whatever was unstable, or whatever the false belief, or whatever you thought was true but was not, or whatever needs to be cleared, right? Whatever's not working was already not working, or whatever was unstable was already unstable. And so the truth is coming out here. The truth is coming to the surface. So even if it's painful, it's really putting you forward in to rebuild both together, to rebuild and to move on in the same direction. One more card on this on this King of Cups, Scorpio here. Yes, and moving forward, and moving forward. So whatever you need to be addressed will be addressed. And now you can, you know, think in a clearer way. Plan, figure out the possibilities, the pros and cons, whatever. This is about long term, so you can both move forward in a more stable way. One more card on this Two of Wands, please. One more card on this Two of Wands. One more card on this Two of Wands. No. Nope. One more card on this Two of Wands for JD, please. Okay, so we're getting the, yeah, look at that. The Chariot again. Harness your emotions. Your emotions are going all over the place, or their emotions are all over the place, or just, right? Maybe both of you. And so this is about understanding, right? When to just calm everything down and to have that that victory, right? Because it feels like there's a lot of emotions and a lot of various forces within you, and with them again, with them also, and it's about finding that balance between both of you being in conflict emotionally. You have conflicting emotions, or if it's not both of you have conflicting emotions regarding this situation. So control those emotions to drive forward. You are finding a breakthrough. You are finding the truth, but it needs to happen. This awareness, or this awakening, or this shift, or this change, or this conversation, whatever it is that needs to happen will happen. And there we go. We have the Fool, which is finally giving you a sense of freedom. And maybe a sense of freedom for both of you, right? Understanding that now you're going to be going on your own path and sort of embracing a new adventure, and be open to this new adventure, yet it's not about blind optimism that everything is perfect, right? Stay within wisdom, everything with wisdom. Balance comes from listening to intuition and not being overly rigid, right? Okay, so let's see what is what we have for Carlos here. That is Capricorn. Will Carlos be your husband? Will Carlos be your husband? Will Carlos be JD's husband? JD, Pisces, will Carlos, Capricorn, be their husband? Am I taking that? All right, hold on. I'm going to hold on to this. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep shuffling. Okay, all right. Six of Cups. A lot of emotions there. You're attached to the past. You're attached to family, home, siblings. There's a lot of emotion there. You have emotional ties. And your decisions that you make, life decisions, are made, guided on, based, not guide, yeah, based and guided by your emotional attachments with your family and triggers from your family. And it's all about family and emotional attachments. So in other words, your decisions are not made based on you. They are based on past emotional attachments that you have with your family, whether it be a place, again, place called home, past, siblings, and it doesn't have to be recent. These are emotions that you've had within you, and they trigger you, and you feel stuck. You feel stuck. But I do feel like, what are my options? What are my options? Okay, so mentally you feel stuck. All right, so why do you feel stuck? What is this Eight of Swords all about here for JD? Your freedom. Again, your freedom. You feel like you're losing your freedom, and you don't need their validation. You feel like you need their validation to be able to get out of this, and you want your freedom. You want to go on and do your own thing, and you don't want to be judged. You want to get out of that fear of judgment, and you want your freedom, and you want to, yeah, and you feel stuck. All right, so what is this Ace of Cups here with this emotional, this Ace of Cups with Carlos? What is this Ace of Cups? You feel trapped. What is this Ace of Cups all about? Yeah, there's family. Wow, there's family, celebration, and marriage. It does feel like that. It does feel like that because this is about family, legacy, finances. It feels like there's finances involved. They want a steady income. Maybe this person has a steady income and is going to be there for you or help your family as well. It feels like there's a celebration there. And there's a celebration for the income, for the family, and it's like long-term legacy and long-term sustainability. Free will, free choice. That's all I'm going to say. Free will, free choice. If this is something you feel, I'm not going to judge in any way. If this is something you feel bound to or feel like you don't have any other option, this is free will, free choice, right? But it is about family, celebrating. I do feel like you're celebrating, and I do feel like there's a marriage there. I do feel like there's a marriage. What is this? But there's money involved too. What is this Six of Cups all about? What is this Six of Cups? Six of Cups is past, family, siblings, emotional attachments. And we have the mother figure, and building a family with this. We have the mother figure very, very present here. Trusting. There's a mother figure that is trusting, that has this confidence to what is this mother figure about? What do we have here? Who is this? Who is this mother? Why do we have the Three of Pentacles? Why do we have the Three of Pentacles here for JD? hope that the mother figure is going to, I mean, there's hope there. There's faith and there's hope. Things are going to shift in I feel like with this Empress, there's hope. Yeah, you don't trust. There's someone you don't trust there. There's a lot on your shoulders, but little by little, you will nurture something. It feels like there's a mother figure around you that's very, very important. Everything peaceful, moderation, mutual care there. There's mutual care for you with this mother figure here. There's a healing process. There's a healing process and there's mutual care. I'm going to leave it at that. That's what I have for you, JD. Hi, Julia. That's what I have for you, Julia. All right, Julia. Thank you so much for joining membership. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for giving your name, Julia. And now I am going to end with Deborah. I forgot Deborah. You're surprising her. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Yes, be careful to surprise Deborah, please. Go slow, go slow. Maybe give her a little information, but she's going to be so happy. Deborah, I forgot what you... Let me go back. Julia, yes, first Pisces. First Pisces, obviously in the, I believe, at least in the members that come and get their readings, not in the members, you know. $520. Whoosh. All right, so Deborah, I don't know what your question is. Oh, Capricorn finances. Okay, got it. Thank you, Deborah. Yes, Julia, Pisces. Well, yeah, I believe it's the first Pisces member that's getting a reading, right? That's what I mean. There's many Pisces on the channel that watch the channel, but not many on the that come and get readings. That's what I meant. All right, here we go. Thank you so much, Julia, for joining. Beautiful to have you here. All right, Deborah, give me one moment to shuffle the cards. And after Deborah, we're closing the session, okay? Just in case anybody else pops in, because it is 3 hours now. Yes, Julia. Yes, Julia. What did I say? I didn't say Julia? But your handle is JD5476. So that's why I say JD. But I didn't know it was Julia until you told me it was Julia. So welcome, Julia. No? It's not Julia? I'm confused. I'm very confused right now. But you'll have to tell me if I said the right thing. But yes, Julia, like Julia Roberts. But your handle is not Julia, so I can't know it's Julia until you told me. All right. So back to Deborah, that Capricorn. Thank you for putting that again, because I forgot your sign already. Oh, I see what you're doing, Julia. Yeah, you're listening to your reading now. I got it. You're listening to your reading. Okay, I got it. Wondering why I'm saying JD while you told me it was Julia. Okay. Yeah, but that's it. That's if you're not there for your reading, obviously it's a little confusing, right? All right, here we go. Deborah, Capricorn finances this month. Okay, let's see what we have for Deborah finances this month. What do we have for Deborah finances this month? Deborah Capricorn. Delays. There's a pause. Okay, so you've been working on something, you're expanding, you're exploring, or you're waiting for a result on something. There are delays, right? There's a pause there, but there's a pause because you have to reassess. Important to reassess. Knight of Wands. Sorry about that. Knight of Wands. Judgment. And the Sun. Okay. Okay. All right. But there's a big decision there. All right. So the energy you're pushing forward, there's something financial or business or whatever it is that you're working on. There's a real, it's a long-term vision, right? So you've started something financially promising, or you've invested, or your finances, you believe in something promising. It's going to it's started to show results, or it's going to start to show results financially. However, there's a delay, or there's a pause. Now, is this a pause, a financial pause here with the Hangman? Right? There's a financial pause or a delay because sacrifice might be needed. Financial sacrifice might be needed. So it's a temporary pause, but it's going to bring you clarity on what you have to change and the sacrifices you have to make. I'll pull another card on the Hangman. We do have the Knight of Wands. Is this an Aries, Leo, Sag? That's taking a risk, or are you taking a financial risk? Be careful on impulsive spending, or be careful diving into bold opportunities, right? High reward maybe, but high risk. It's risky. So if you have invested in something, or you're planning on investing, or planning on, moving forward on something that's sort of risky, put a pause on it, or there will be a pause on it because things have to be done in a different way or perceived in a different way. There's a shift there. There's a real shift. Whatever you're working on or whatever you were planning, there needs to be, or there is a radical shift of perspective, right? Of judgment. It needs to be reoriented. Whether it's finance, whether you're planning on financing something, or you're waiting for finances, or it's a business, or right, it's challenging, but it's also challenging patterns that you have, financial patterns, or maybe someone doing risky business, right, or investing, risk investing, right? Be careful of that. Allow clarity and insight to come in, right? Patience, and allow the information to come in. It might be just uncomfortable, it might be unfamiliar, but do not push into something that does not feel right. Sometimes the best move is no action, is no move, right? To understand that, let the ideas settle before acting on them. Don't rush into anything. It is not the right time to rush into anything. This is almost like unlearning and reframing, understanding and reframing to do things in a different way, and accept the change, accept that you might have to do things differently and sacrifice. And we do have the Judgment, which tells me that, there's an awakening there. There's an awakening to do things differently, to evolve, and to start fresh, right? It's like new, and to recognize where patterns need to be healed, or maybe past financial decisions, or maybe past financial decisions, or investment decisions, or budgeting. Forgive yourself, right? But it's about purging that, cleansing that of past mistakes, maybe, or just releasing something to start fresh. And here you're starting fresh, and beautiful, beautiful sun, right? And so here you're moving into something much more confident, much more positive. And I love the sun. The sun is all about that mental clarity, that moment where things just become clear, right? No truths hidden, or nothing you're not, aware of, and moving forward with confidence, but to use what you know, to trust yourself, and to trust your own judgment, to see and communicate clearly, right? It's positive, it's constructive. If you have ideas, there's also a joy of learning there, a joy of doing things differently, and accepting that things are going to be different and that you have to sacrifice a little bit. But you get it. It feels like you get it. And so now you're going to be moving into a real positive energy. But it is important to let go of control. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Deborah, thank you so much for being here. I know there's a big time difference here, so I want to wish you a beautiful birthday for your mom, 99. How amazing is that? And let us know how the celebration goes. And for anybody watching here that wants to get a tarot reading, join membership. I will be back tomorrow about noonish Eastern Standard Time. So for anybody that is wanting to get a tarot reading, that's how it works. Join membership. And Mondays, that is calmer. There are less people. I prioritize new members. So if that's something you're considering on doing, join membership. And then tomorrow you'll get access to a reading right away. Right? And so tomorrow is prioritizing new members and people that weren't able to get a tarot reading today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for your support, your amazing support, and your amazing energy. Thank you. And I will see you right back here tomorrow for more readings. Let's push to 50K, guys. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so we can reach that goal in 2026. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.